Today we are ranking the Team 2 World Cup heroes, starting off with Al Jabba, who is going to be in average. The last one in his base was do not use. He has had a really nice upgrade, plus the meta changing and not being lengthy has given him a new lease of life. As you can see here, he's had a +2 on a couple stats and +1s on other. I do think he will be minimum price very, very soon. But as you can see here, really nice acceleration, nice sprint speed, amazing finishing and shot power as well. Very good agility and balance for somebody that is 5'10", so he's going to feel very, very agile on the ball. Not bad passing for a striker. The only thing that lets him down is his body type being average. I wish he was short and lean, to be honest. But in terms of chem styles, you have got quite a few options depending on what you want him to do. So you could put Hawk on him. You could also put a Hunter on him if you needed to boost up the max pace as well as his finishing. Also, you could lead the pace and go for a Deadeye or a Marksman. And these ones are the best four to go for, just to maximize that pace and to maximize that shooting and finishing, of course. So you see here, finisher is the top one. That's if you really want to maximize just finishing and nothing else. As we were to look to make him explosive. One thing I found personally with this meta is explosive is fantastic if their base card is already on explosive. If you change your accelerate, sometimes it doesn't translate over. And that's what I find with this card at times. And that is why he is on the average list. Moving on to the next player is going to be Smolarek, who is top tier. I thought because he was in the Polish league now, he was going to be very, very bad in terms of links. But was I wrong? He is unbelievable. He is so clinical up front. This card has been extinct all night and he's still extinct at 480k. If he had 4-star, that would be the only way to make that card better. But look at these stats. High acceleration, high sprint speed, high finishing, unbelievable agility and balance, fantastic short pass as well. And of course, composure is high before even putting any chem styles on. He is controlled, so again, the meta has changed to help him out. In terms of not being lengthy, you don't notice too much. If you can see here, we put a Hawk on him. Makes him a 93 rated striker. Striker is the best role for him, that is for sure. Of course, heroes get max chemistry no matter what, but he doesn't provide much to many other cards in the game now because of the Polish league and being Polish. But with a Hawk, he really maximizes the prices and everything. With the rumor of his max 89 SBC coming out, I'd imagine his price will drop. But right now, he is very, very demanded. That's why he's extinct at 480k. And he is top tier. Keeping in the top tier, we are going to go to Donovan. Oh my, for an MLS card, they finally got him right. Donovan was unbelievable. I have done a lot of reviews of these cards on my channel, so if you're interested to see how they performed, best place to go. When I saw his price at 330k before I did the review, I was like, why is he so expensive? But he can play cam, striker, centre forward, or right mid. We played him up front, and he was unbelievable. 4-star, 91 acceleration, 92 sprint speed, 91 finishing, 85 agility and balance, as well as 83 composure, 87 short pass. We want to play him as a cam. You 100% can. We went for an engine just to maximize his pace and his agility and balance, as well as his passing. And I promise you, this card was ridiculously good. So good at finishing, so good at link-up play, really good at dribbling as well. In terms of chem styles, they're suggesting Hawk or engine. Like I said, we went for an engine just to boost up the agility and balance. His left-stick dribbling is unmatched. Sticking to the MLS, we are going to go with Cahill, who's going to go in the very good. I want to put him top tier, but I can't put everybody in there, and he was very good. We played him as a striker, and then we moved him to cam. In the cam role, he is unmatched. I will say he got a +3 overall, but a +7 on pace. Only 82,000 coins. You can see here again, really good acceleration and sprint speed, amazing finishing and shot power, really good agility and balance, a fantastic header and accuracy, and also very good passing again. In terms of chem styles, they're suggesting Hunter. I believe that's what we had on him in the review that we did on the channel. And I will be honest, we moved him down to a cam. He had 4 assists, a hat-trick. We played in Foot Champs. He was so clinical shooting from outside the box. Because we moved him to the cam, he offered you so many options. People didn't know whether to push him to attack, because if he did that, we could pass round or sit back. And if he sat back, we also got the shot off. Being 4-star, 3-star is really, really good this year. 3-star skill move, 4-star weak foot. And he's just opened up. The MLS has leveled up all of a sudden overnight with these World Cup heroes. And then the last card is going to be Dempsey, who is also very, very good. If you consider his price as well, Dempsey, we played him up front. And his strength and his body type are the two things to really highlight here. So you see he's only 32,000 coins. With a Hunter, again, just looking at his base stats before then, 83, 85, 89, 87. Not the best balance, but I'll be honest with you, I really didn't notice it. 4-star, 4-star. Really good passing. Him, Donovan, and Govou are very, very similar in terms of how their card looks. But as a striker, being high-low really goes into Dempsey's sort of work rates and his ability to attack. High average body type is the only thing that let him down a little bit. I did notice he was very clunky. But if you lose a left trigger or L2 to shield the opponent off, he really strives in that. Again, I've done a review on the channel on him. With a Hunter on him, you can see it just boosts up his stats. A 90 rated striker for 32,000 coins. If you have those three MLS boys with the end of an era Higuain, you've got yourself an unbelievable MLS team. Sticking with the Serie A, Mr. Nakata is finally going into top tier in a list here, and that is about time. His card was so good. One of the best cams in Serie A. See here, really good acceleration, sprint speed, very good shot power, long shots. Not the best finishing, and that's why we had to put on a finisher here to boost him up to get him explosive. Really good passing, amazing left-stick dribbling, especially being 5'9" with that really high agility and balance before the chem style was put on. 85 and 87. He has a lean body type, so that means he does move really well on the ball and gives you so many options. Like I said, we had a finisher on to make him explosive. I did a review on the channel on him, and I have a Serie A team right now, and he is the best cam. He can finish, he can pass, he can dribble out of tight spaces. For once, Nakata has a really good card that is going to be used a lot, especially in FIFA 23 for sure. Moving on to our next one is going to be Govou. I got him from our preview pack, and he's really good value. I thought he would be cheaper than he is. He's going to go in very good, and let me explain why. So Govou, I thought was going to be about 200-300k. Then the meta changed, and now he is 700,000 coins. I'll be honest with you, I've been using him for about 2 weeks now because he's only just come out, and he is not worth 700,000 coins. Yes, he is very, very good. We have an engine on him, on the card that I use, and I did a review last week on him. His shot power, his finishing, if you get him in the right spot, he scores. But he's just not that explosive driving into the ball. I am tempted to move chemstyles off him, but we'll just use this as a basis. We play him as a number 2 striker, so he sort of rotates around with our cam and our other striker. And I miss so many chances with him. His finishing is so inconsistent considering he has 89 finishing. His body type is a little bit weird as well, I have to admit. With the average body type, that's probably why he doesn't feel that fast. He is a very, very good card, but he is not 700,000 coins good card, if that makes sense. If he was 200k, I'll be saying buy this card, he's a must buy. But at 700,000, you can get so many better strikers for that price, especially some of them on the tier list that we've mentioned today. Again, he does provide something really nice to the team, and he does offer a lot. That is why he isn't very good. But he's not in top tier because of what I mentioned. Sticking with the top tier players, we have got Joe Cole, and wow. There are so many words to describe this card. I'm going to use him as overpowered. I used his review last night. We paid 380,000 coins. His price is not dropping. Look at this card, especially being in the Premier League as well with English. The amount of chemistry options that it gives you already is crazy. But he can play left mid, right mid, cam, left wing. And we had an engine on him to boost up his acceleration, his sprint speed. No, we didn't. We had a catalyst on him, I've lied to you. To boost up his pace and his passing. Because his finishing was so good for 87 finishing. We played him as a cam. We had 2 strikers in front of him. He could have had a hat-trick of goals. I think he had 5 assists in review in Foot Champs. Really good passing. His ability to dribble off the ball because he's short and lean, being 5'9" with 91 agility and 88 balance. He feels like Pele in terms of left stick dribbling in the old FIFA days. With the ability to pass of him and his shooting, he offers you so much. In terms of an upgrade, he just got +2s on mainly all his stats, apart from physical didn't move. But the 4-star, 4-star just offers you so much. With a catalyst, as I mentioned, it becomes a 90 rated cam. Cam is definitely his best position. You can play him out wide, but I prefer these types of players in the middle of the field, trying to get through all the tackles and giving you a lot of options. Moving on to our next player here, it's going to be Brolin, top tier. I managed to pack him yesterday, And I could not believe how much he was. And then on top of that, I could not believe how clinical he was. If you've used World Cup Voler from last week, Brolin is like the cheaper option of him. This card is ridiculous. In terms of chemstyles, we used an engine on him, and that was basically to boost up his agility and balance to max. Because if you look at his finishing, he's got 91 finishing, 95 shot power. He's got 3-star weak foot, and that's why he's not worth more coins. But I'll be honest with you, I did not notice a problem at all. Very, very clinical. Because he's explosive and the meta's changed, if he was not lengthy and the lengthy meta was so strong, this card wouldn't be very good. Now the explosive players are opening up the space for you. No one can catch him. You break through, you're getting a goal. 100%. His right foot, even his left foot finishing is so good. I didn't notice any problems at all with his weak foot. His passing, because we put the engine on him, he's got 92 short pass and 85 long pass. You can play him as a cam, you can play him as a winger, you can play him as a striker, you can play him up front on his own or with somebody else. He is so good. If you're looking for a Serie A striker, he is the #1 person to get. Like I said, if you've used the World Cup hero Voler, he's like the cheaper option. That Voler is a cheat code. This card is also extremely broken in the game. Then we're going to go to JJ Kocha, and this is going to be controversial. He's gotten very good, and let me explain why. So, I saw JJ Kocha, and I thought this card is going to be ridiculous. He's going to be so good with the Liga and links, but he's only had +2s and +1s. For a 1.1 million upgrade for a +2 and +1s, I'm not sure that's it. If he was much cheaper, this card would be top tier. He's a cam, striker, or right mid. You can see in terms of statistics, really good agility, balance, acceleration, sprint speed, nice passing, good shot power, long shots, and okay finishing. 5-star, 4-star. In terms of chemstyles, they were using a hunter on him just to boost up his pace. He is explosive, which I will say is very, very good now. But for 1.1 million coins, you can buy Mbappe. I know he is a cam, but you could buy Mbappe for this price and have the best striker in the game. And that's something to consider. I don't know why he's this expensive. Maybe he's really rare in packs. I think the card is very, very good. I'm not going to say he's not good. He is definitely good. If you're looking for a Liga and cam, he's worth a shout. But 1.1 million good, I'm not too sure. I'm not convinced by that. If he was 500k, I'll be saying buy it. His base card is around 438. If you want JJ Kocha, honestly, just go buy this one. There isn't much difference in the stats. Maybe the weak foot has changed, but I don't think it has. It hasn't. It's the same weak foot. So honestly, instead of wasting your coins on a +1 or +2s for an extra, what, 600-700k, go get his base. I like JJ Kocha, but he's not top tier because of that. We're going to move to Marquiseo, who is also top tier, and this guy is ridiculous because, of course, again, mentioned about the accelerate changing. He is now explosive with an artist. So you can see 1.5 million for this card, but now he's explosive. He's everywhere on the pitch. You thought Yaya Toure was good. This guy is like the next level of him as well. Them two together, I play all the time in Elite Division. Yaya Toure wins the ball, passes it to Marquiseo, who just drives past everybody, opens up the striker and gets through. I wouldn't be surprised if this card becomes extinct very, very soon because he is so good. You can see here he can play CDM, centre mid, or left mid, 4-star, 4-star. In terms of chemstyles, everybody's saying put a shadow on him if you want to keep him under control. So let's have a look with a shadow on him. In terms of a shadow, he becomes basically Hullet gang with the stats, that's for sure. But an 88, an 86 centre back or an 85 striker. Everywhere else is up in position. His finishing is lacking at times. So if it was me and I wanted to play him more as a cam, put a finisher on him. He becomes a 90 rated cam. It honestly depends what you want him to do. But oh my god, if you're looking for an Italian centre mid, I don't think there's a better option unless EA bring out another card in the future. He is the best Italian player on the game, that is for sure. We are going to move down to the not great now, and it's going to be Catavia, Colette. These two are, imagine you did an SBC and you got one of them. How happy would you feel? I think Colette is a very good defender, but he's a centre back with +1s and +4 on pace, but because he's lengthy, you won't notice. Lengthy's okay on strikers, but now this is going to change everything. With a high average of 6'1", he's going to feel very, very clunky on the ball, especially with the balance he has. The agility is very, very good. You're going to be looking to put a shadow on him, that is for sure. And the shadow is just going to boost up that pace. One of his defending stats. 93 rated. Looks fantastic. But the problem is, we all always know in FIFA, especially now even more than ever, pace is king. Pace is the one you need. Pace is going to win you the game. And I don't think Colette has it. And the same for Cape de Villa or Cap de Villa. I don't know about this card. I think he's had a much better upgrade than his base. +2s overall with +6 on pace. Makes him good. The reason he's not in do not use is because of that. He is controlled. I would honestly keep him on controlled now. I wouldn't change him. Obviously, an anchor does make him lengthy. It makes him very, very rounded overall. But in terms of chemstyles, they are suggested anchor because of the lengthy thing. But I'll be looking at Shadow personally. See how you feel. If you don't get on with it, change him to lengthy and see if he's a bit better. But he's got really good stats in terms of statistics. It's just being 6 foot as a left back. I find him a little bit inconsistent. Especially with the average body type, sorry. You're going to notice he's going to feel clunky on the ball at times and he's going to get pushed off. Even though he's got good strength, his stats suggest he's the best left back in the game. But it doesn't translate that. Mendy and Theo Hernandez are still the best 2 left backs, especially in the same league with Mendy. That's the reason why. And then we go to Marquiseo, and I absolutely butchered his base. He's going to go into average and hear me out because he is definitely a CDM this time. But the problem being he's a CDM in La Liga. And how many good CMs or CDMs do we have in La Liga at the moment? He is lengthy, which is going to be the best for centre mids, that's for sure. With maybe a Shadow or an Engine or a Hunter, you're going to be able to boost up the stats. So we put a Hunter on him, makes him really, really fast there. The defensive stats I don't think you need to touch. So you could probably go for an Engine to boost up the agility and balance. Let's have a look what they're suggesting. They're saying Catalyst. That's also a very, very good shout to boost up his pass. And you can see here he becomes an 87 CDM. Nothing changes too much. Or an 89 centre-back. He can play centre-back. But again, how many good centre-backs do we have in La Liga? If he was in any other league, he would be higher up on the tier list, that is for sure. But as always, if you have any questions or you don't agree with something, comment down below. Make sure you go check out the reviews that I've done on the players and see how you feel about them. If you're new to the channel, consider that like button and subscribing. I'll catch you in the next one. See you.